for this afternoon, we'll be discussing conic section and we will start with circle. But first, we will define muna yung conic section. Now, conic section class is any of the several curves produced by passing a plane through a cone. So for example, we have here a cone, no? Okay, let me draw a cone first. Okay, yung cone natin gagawin dito guys is a double cone. Ganito. Yan, cone yan na inverted and ang isa pabaliktad, no? So, sabi dito that we can create a conic section by cutting this cone into several plane. So, una, pwede natin i-cut to horizontal plane, yung ganito. So, ano yung mabubuo natin dito, class? Kuha ka ng ano, yung parang pang slice, no, ng cone. So, ano yung makukuha natin? Ano yung maka-create natin na form? So, pag horizontal or yung plane na ika-cut natin is parallel to your base, ito parallel siya. So, you would be getting a circle. Circle yung makikita mo dito if we will be viewing it from the top. Now, if you will be cutting it through this manner, ito yan, you will be able to create an ellipse. Okay? Then, if you cut through this one, ganito, okay, you would be able to create a parabola. Ito yung parabola. And then, if you will be cutting through a plane like this one, guess what? You will be getting a hyperbola. So, dalawa yan, hyperbola. So, kapag perpendicular yung plane sa base, you will be getting a hyperbola. Kapag inclined at a certain angle, you would be getting parabola. If inclined angle, then makikita rin yung ganito. Okay, you would be getting an ellipse. And then for horizontal, you would be getting a circle. That is the 4 conic section that you will be able to create if you will be cutting through planes at relative angle, no? So, the general equation of a conic section or of all conic section will be this one. Ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equivalent to 0. So that is the general equation. Meaning to say that is always applicable, no? Always applicable sa lahat ng conic section. But there are certain terms there that will be that will be eliminating, no? Because depending on the type of conic section, iba-iba din yung magiging standard equation of that. Sorry class, no, kung medyo madungog ninyo ang background noises or okay lang. Kindly confirm ba? I just want to confirm
okay lang sir, okay lang sir.
Pero madungog ninyo.
Madungog sir, madungog sir.
Okay, pero okay lang, tolerable lang man, no. Okay, sige. So, aside from cutting through planes, we can also determine what type of conic section using the discriminant. Okay, discriminant is in this form. Yung discriminant na value natin would be b squared minus 4ac. So, ano ba yung mga criteria? If your discriminant value is equivalent to 0, exactly equivalent to 0, then the equation is a parabola. So, yung conic section natin is parabola. Okay, using this using this general equation of conic. So, ito yung b, ito yung c, ito yung a, yun yung mga values dito. Kapag daw yung b squared minus 4ac will be equal to 0, then you would be expecting a parabolic na conic section. If your discriminant is lesser than 0 or that is a negative value, you would be getting an ellipse. Okay. Sabad yung kaya kung ano ba, kitungod sa among nagana mong may class, nagabiik pa, nagababoy, no? So, kagapigiri. So, sorry for that, no? And, anyway, if our discriminant will be greater than 0, so yan, positive yan. If that is positive, then you would be expecting an equation that is hyperbola. And the last one would be wala na for a circle because yung circle hindi siya kasali for the discriminant. Okay, so ito lang tatlo, no? The parabola, the ellipse, hyperbola. Okay. And then, ito, sample problem. Let us determine what type of conic section of the following given curves. Ito, class. So, identify na natin using discriminant. Okay, by discriminant method. Again, ano yung discriminant natin? That is b squared minus 4ac. So, you just need to identify Ano ba dito yung B? Okay, let me rewrite the general equation. General equation of the conic section. That is ax square plus bxy plus cy square plus sorry, that is dx plus ey plus constant f equal to 0. So that is our general equation. Kuha ba? Now, my question is, what is the value of b? Sige daw, kindly open your microphone kaya cannot be able to see your messages. What is our b? Ha? What is our b? Ano yung b
Two.
natin dito, guys?
Two.
No, hindi 2. Yung b,
Wala.
ano siya?
Wala.
Katabi niya would be xy. So,
Ay,
in
X,
this
Y.
case,
Wala,
in this
sir.
case,
Ay,
walang
wala.
b. Okay, b is 0.
Wala.
How about yung a natin? How about yung a?
1.2x
At
squared.
two.
Yung a. 2.
1.2x squared, sir.
Hindi, number 1
1.2.
yan. number 1 yan.
Ay,
Wala,
1.
sir.
number
2, dahil
yun.
sir, 2.
Number 1 yan, guys. Ano ba naman to?
Number 1.
Yung C natin. Ano yung C natin? Ano yung C natin?
two.
Ha?
Two.
2.
Six, sir. 6.
2.
Ito.
Actually, guys.
2.
Actually, pamina. Dalawa to ha. Dalawa tong yung circle pala, guys. If that is also negative, ito, lesser than 0. Pwede din to circle ha. Pero, ingat, ito. Yung sa circle, ang A at saka C, dapat they are equal. Yung discriminant niya is lesser than 0 pa rin, or that is a negative value, pero dapat yung A at saka C is equal. Dito sa ellipse, yung A at saka C is not equal. Okay? Pero yung discriminant nila would be equal lang pa rin sa negative. Okay? Now, let us try to evaluate using our discriminant. So, kuha lang tayo ng calculator ha. Okay, ito calculator ko. Then again, that is B0, tama ba? 0 square minus 4. Yung A natin would be 2. Yung C natin would be what? 2 pa rin. So, you would be getting, ano yung saba masyado ba? Off ko lang siguro to munang, okay, sorry. Okay, medyo it's distracting me, mga god. Okay, sorry for that ha. Okay, so you would get negative 16. So, that is, yung discriminant nito is what? Lesser than 0.
Ellipse.
Ha? Sorry, wala na. Wait sa. Okay, lesser than 0. So, yung discriminant nito, which is equivalent to b squared minus 4ac is lesser than 0. So, that is ellipse or circle. Then, let us check. Let us check. Okay, let us check kung yung a ba and c are equal. So, yung a, ito yung a, yung c equal. So, a is equal to c. So, therefore, we can say that this one is a circle. So, this one is a circle. Kuha ba? This one is a circle. Yan. Now, for number 2. Ito. For number 2. Okay, what is our... Ano na siguro, no? Hold on ha. Saan ba to pwede? Check natin. Ilan ba to? Okay, apat na lang to, no? Diba? For number 2, this is for number 1. For number 2, dito ko na lang ilagay ha. For number 2, ano yung B natin? Ano yung... Yeah, B natin. Ano yung B natin?
4, sir.
Hindi, tingnan nyo. Yung B
Wala,
is
zero.
XY. O, 0 yan. Tama ba? How about yung A? Yung A, yung A.
Ito. One.
Yung 1.
Four.
That is X square. Dili,
One.
yung A.
1.
1 yan. How about yung C?
1, sir. 1.
Zero.
Yung C?
Zero.
0. Tingnan nyo yan ha. Tingnan nyo yung general equation, guys. Tingnan yung general equation. So, 0 yung C. Okay, therefore, yung B squared minus
Zero.
4AC, ano yan? So, 0, no? Kasi B squared 0 minus 4 times 0, 0 din yan. Pag 0 yan, what they call this one? Balikan natin
Parabola.
yan. That is parabola. So, this one is a parabola. Okay, ito parabola to, class. Okay. Then, how about number 3? Okay, number 3. Check natin. Yung B. Anong yung B nito?
Four. Zero.
Zero din. Okay.
Zero.
How about
Zero.
yung A?
4.
4.
4.
How about yung C? 3.
Zero.
Ay, 3.
3.
Ayan, 3 oh.
3.
C oh. Okay, so that is B squared minus 4AC. Ano yung discriminant? Ha? Negative, no? Negative,
Negative.
tama? So that is lesser than 0. Now, negative, dalawa yan. Dalawa yan. Either A is equal to C or C is equal to A. Now, as you can see, yung A at saka C is not equal. So therefore, this one is what? Ellipse. This one is an ellipse. So for the last one, what is our B? You know, what is our B?
Zero.
0 pa rin. Okay, 0 pa rin. Yung A natin,
9.
9. Yung C natin, negative
4. 4.
4. Negative 4. Okay, you need to include the sign, no? So, B squared, 0 squared, minus 4 times 9 times negative 4. Obviously, that is greater than 0. That is a positive value kasi negative times negative, magiging positive yan. So, positive value yan, that is what we call hyperbola.
Hyperbola.
Okay. Okay? Kuha ba? So, that is how you determine the conic section of the given curve considering you know the general equation and using discriminant. Kuha ba? Using discriminant.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's proceed to first the circle. So, circle, again, as I've said, it is, it is, you would be getting circle if you cut through a plane that is perpendicular if you are referring to this axis, but parallel if you are referring to this axis. Nakuha niyo? Kanina sinabi ko parallel because I am referring to the base. Okay? Baka malito kayo ba? So circle is determined by cutting through a plane that is parallel to the base. Okay? And you would get this. You'd be getting a circle. So by definition, a circle is a locus of points which moves so that it is always equidistant to a fixed point called what? The center. And the constant distance is known as the radius. So, the general equation of the circle, di ba kanina meron tayong general equation of the conic section. But for circle, ito yung general equation niya. So, ano yung natanggal dito, guys? Yung bxy. Most of the time, wala talaga itong bxy, ha? Most of the time. Pero, in general, mayroon yung bxy. Pero most of the time, walang bxy. So, ito yung general equation niya. Wherein yung a tsaka c, they are equal if we are referring to circle. Okay? Nakuha niyo, class? So, where A is equivalent to C for the circle, ha? Now, ito yung mga standard equations ng circle. Una, yung equation of a circle with center at the origin. Ano yung diagram nito? Ito yun, oh. If this is our y and this is our x-axis, so this is our origin. Origin is 0, 0. So, ito yung center natin. Ito yun. Ito yung circle, sorry. Ito yung circle. And yung center natin is nasa 0, 0. So, yung equation niya would be this one. X squared plus y squared equal to radius. Yung radius natin, ito guys. So, makukuha natin yung radius using this triangle lang, oh. So, that is radius equivalent to x squared plus y squared. That is actually equal lang to this one. Kuha nyo. So, you can also get the radius using the distance formula. Ito, we have xy, then we have 0, 0 for our point 1. Okay? Now, meron din tayong equation of a circle with center at hk. Wala siya dito sa center or the origin. Nandito siya sa other point, okay? Okay, other point ng x and y axis. So ito 'yun. Whatever value you have here, your standard equation would be like this one lang. So you will just be subtracting whatever value sa or whatever coordinate you have for the center. So for example, if your center of the circle is at point 32, so this one would be x minus 3 square plus y minus 2 square, and that is the radius. For example, radius is 5, so that is 5 square. So that's how you write the standard equation. How about, sir, if negative 3 then 2 and radius is still equivalent to 5? So pag negative, so that is x minus negative 3, so magiging positive na yan kasi yung x minus h dito kasi, so negative of negative 3, that is positive 3. Nakuha ba ninyo, class? Kindly confirm if nakuha niyo to. Okay? Nakuha niyo ba? Examples?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ha? Pag negative, magiging positive to. Pag positive, magiging negative yan always. Kuha? And that's what I'm trying to say here. And then, properties nito, other properties, yung eccentricity niya is 0. Okay? Yung eccentricity, guys, that is denoted as E, that is C over A. Ito, center to focus. That is the distance from center to focus. Etong A, that is center to vertex. Since, ano man, wala siyang distance, kumbaga, from center to focus. Wala kasi siyang focus and wala siyang vertex. So, therefore, automatic yung eccentricity niya or value of E is 0. Pero itong eccentricity, meron niyang value for the ellipse, for the hyperbola, for the parabola. Okay? For the parabola, ang eccentricity will be 1. That is for the parabola. For the ellipse, eccentricity niya would be lesser than 1. So, that is for ellipse. Okay? For greater than 1, that is for hyperbola. Okay, ha? You need to memorize this one. These are the other ways on how you would be able to determine what type of conic section is given. Is it parabola, ellipse, or hyperbola? Basta automatic eccentricity for circle is 0. So that is our two first standard equations. Now, so sa second, okay, ito sample problems tayo. Let's answer this one. So, ito. But first, I would just like to... Yun lang yung dalawang ano guys. Yung dalawang... Ito na yun, no, parabola na tomorrow. Ito lang yung dalawang standard equation, no, for the circle. The origin and the center. So, I would like to, ano lang, no, to copy this one na lang muna. Then, proceed tayo dito para makatarong tagsulat, no. Okay, hold on guys. Okay, 15. Okay, sige. I think it's okay na. Ano ko lang ha. Ay, sorry. Sumobra. Okay, I think that's good. Okay na to. Okay, so first problem. What is the center and the radius of the circle given to be equal to what? X squared plus y squared equal to 6y equal to 0. So again, as you can see guys, yung x natin is x lang. X lang, wala siyang x minus something. So therefore, you would say that the center of this one is at what coordinate? 0, 0. Or that is at
Origin.
the origin. Kuha ba? So, automatic, yung center nito would be 0, 0. Pwede ba tayong mag-assume dito? Hindi pala. Hindi pala pwede mag-assume yan. Kasi we have a 6y here. Hindi, mali. Erase natin yun. Okay, mali pala. Akala ko walang 6. Akala ko 6 lang to dito. Meron palang y. Okay? So, we cannot assume pala that. Kasi dapat ito constant yan. Then, transpose natin. Yun, masasabi natin that is center is at the origin. Pero in this case, what we will be doing is to complete the square. Okay. You know how to complete the square, guys? So, diba, for x, completing the square, that is x squared, i-group natin yung itong similar. So, y squared minus 6y equal to 0. So, ito, wala tayong makomplete niyan kasi x squared lang yan. Ito, meron tayong makomplete dito, di ba? This is y squared minus 6y. Itong negative 6, we'll divide it by 2. And then, the resulting would be negative 3, correct? Then, we will raise the negative 3 to square. So, magiging plus 9 yan. And then, whatever value we added here, we will also be adding it here. Nakuha? So, therefore, this is x squared plus, ito, let's factor that out, magiging y minus 3 square. Tama ba? If we will be expanding y minus 3 by y minus 3, you would get y squared minus 6y plus 9. And that is equivalent to 9. Okay? Nakuha ba ninyo yung how to complete the square? Diba? If we have... I hope na nanon niyo na to, no? Actually, math plus pa to ba? So, we have example. X squared plus bx. And we want to complete the square for this one. Some value of k. Okay, same value of k. So, to complete the square, we need to determine the third term. Ito yon. Ano yung third term dito? Okay, sorry. Sorry for that. Ay, sorry. Bakit di ano? Anyway. So, ano yung magiging third term dito? Okay, let's call that ano lang, question mark. For that question mark, that is equivalent to v over 2 square. So, ano yung value dito? Yan yung ipa-plug in natin dito. So, to complete the square, that is 6b x squared plus bx plus yung b over 2 square. Then, kung nagdagdag ka ng b over 2 square dyan, you would also be adding b over 2 square dito. Okay, that's how you complete the square. Kuha ba? So, that is just, a recall. So, therefore, ito yun. Yung complete the square nito is 6 over 2, that is 3, raised to the power of 2, that is 9. So, you add 9 here, you also add 9 here. So, therefore, your center would be equal to what? Center. That is 0 automatic. And then, ito, magiging 3. Kung negative dito, diba, that is positive yan. So, this is 0, 3. That is your center. And then, your radius would be equal to, ito class, that is r squared. That is equivalent to 9. So, taking the root of that, you would get radius equivalent to 3. So, radius for this one is equivalent to 3. So, basically, this is your answer for these problems. Or for this problem. Okay? Nakuha ba, guys? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Questions if you have,
Yes.
please. Do you have questions? Wala naman. Okay, sige. Therefore, let us continue. Problem number 4. Hold on. Di ko makita yung mga messages nyo, guys. Do you have questions? Wala. Okay. So, if you have questions, do not
Walang
hesitate
price
to...
ng hands up.
Okay, sige. Kasi naman yun. Oh, Mahidlawan. You are recognized. What's your question? Hello? Mahidlawan? Do you have questions? Wala. Giliego, do you have question? Wala. Di nag-function akong
Yes, sir.
mic. Okay, sige. That's good. So, I hope that's clear to you, no? So, problem number 2. How far from the y-axis is the center of the curve 2x squared plus 2y squared plus 10x minus 6y minus 55 equal to 0? So, kukunin na natin, guys, is the distance from the y-axis, yung center ng curve. Okay, ito yun. So, obviously, makikita natin, since your a and x, your a and c is equivalent, so therefore, this one is a circle. Tama ba? This one is a circle because a is equivalent to c. Now, gawin natin is, i-determine natin kung ano yung magiging position ng circle, or meaning kasi saan yung magiging center niyan. Example, this one, makukuha natin yan yung center. Then, whatever center natin dyan, kukunin natin yung distance from the y-axis. Ito yung y-axis, diba? So, ano yung distance nito? Yan yung kukunin natin. Okay? So, to do that, okay, we need to first complete the square pa rin. So, magiging 2x squared, again, and plus 10x. So, copy natin yan. Okay? Plus, ito, 2y squared minus 6y. I-group din natin yan. Then, itong negative 55, transpose natin sa kabila kasi that is a constant, so magiging positive 55. Now, first, we need to divide it by 2. Kailangan yung leading natin na coefficient would be 1. And then, mag-divide din tayo ng 2 dito. So, magiging x squared plus 5x, okay, plus, okay, y squared minus 3y. Okay? And that is equivalent to 55 over 2. Okay. Then, complete the square. Again, that is x squared plus 5x. Itong 5 divided by 2 and then square it. So, mangyari niyan, that is what? That is 5 over 2 square. That is 25 over 4. Yan. Plus, ito naman, y squared minus 3y. 3 negative 2. Negative 3 over 2, that is square pala nyan, that is positive 9 over 4. Okay? And then that is equivalent to 55 over 2. Then whatever value, constant value you added here, so yun yung i-add nyo dito din. 25 over 4 plus 9 over 4. Okay? I hope that's clear to you, no? So, i-factor natin. So again, whatever value nakuha nyo dito, like example, 5 over 2, yan din yung gagamitin nyo dito. That is 5 over 2. Yan, square. Ito ba? Di ba 5 divide 2, yan yung gagamitin natin dito. Okay? Plus, ito din, y minus, di ba? Negative 3 over 2 yan. So, negative 3 over 2 din dito. Okay? That is equivalent to some value here. Okay? You just need to add this one. So, if we will be adding that one using our calculator, sorry. So, that is 55 over 2 plus 25 over 4. Okay, plus 9 over 4. And that would be 36. So, this one is 36. Okay. So, therefore, yung center natin would be at the negative 5 over 2. Diba? So, kung positive yan, magiging negative 2 dito. And then, we have here negative, magiging positive yan. So, negative 5 over 2, then 3 over 2. That is our center. So, in other words, if we will be drawing our x and y axis here, this is our y and this is our x-axis. Sorry. So, saan yung negative 5 over 2? Diba, this is negative 2.5 and this one is 1.5. Kuha ba? So, most likely, if this is 1, negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3, so dito yung 2.5, negative 2.5, then this is 1, this is 2. So, nandito yung center natin. Okay, this is negative 2.5, then 1.5. So, kukunin natin yung distance nito from the what? From the what? From the y-axis. Ito yun. So, ano yung, ano dito? Ano yung magiging coordinate nito, class? So, that is your x is 0. Tama ba? Tama? Hindi. And then, yung, ano naman yung y nito? Dapat align siya eh. Dapat align yan siya. So, the y would be 1.5. Now, if you would be getting the distance for that, basically, that is equivalent lang sa kung anong distance nito. Anong distance nito, guys? Anong distance nito? So,
2.5.
that is 2.5. So, yung distance nito would be 2.5 units. So, yan lang, no? You just need to make a drawing lang out of that. So, pwede man din, distance formula, that is x sub 2. Pwede lang din, x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. Dapat talaga, yung distance nito is parallel sila. I mean to say, they are lying on the same line. So, mga ganito ba? So, kung 1.5 ito, 1.5 dito. So, for distance formula, yung x sub 2, let's say for example, ito na lang, negative 2.5 minus 0, okay, squared, plus, okay, yung y sub 2, 1.5 minus 1.5, that is 0, okay, square. Ito, magiging 0 square. So, ito, negative 2.5 square, magiging 2.5. Square root of negative 2.5 square, that is 2.5 pa rin. So, that is the same thing lang ha. 2.5 units, the same thing. So, basically, you just need to apply the, what they call this one? Apply the, completing the square, and then, that's it. Okay? And then, you identify the center. Okay? So, for this problem, number 3, I think we still have time. So, let's try to solve this problem number 3. Then, for problem number 4, this will be your assignment na lang siguro. For problem number 4. Deadline will be tomorrow. And then, yung additional problems, guys, ito, may additional problems pa man to. Ito. We will just tackle it tomorrow na din. Before we will be starting. Or, this will be just your assignment na lang siguro din. So, I'll try to solve 3 and 4 today. So, para yung exercises will be your assignment na lang. Okay? So, what is the distance between the centers of the circle x squared plus y squared plus 2x plus 4y minus 3 equal to 0 and x squared plus y squared minus 8x minus 6y plus 7 equal to 0. So, same thing kanina, we will be, what? Completing the square. For the first circle, okay? So, complete natin na square niyan. So, that is x squared plus 2x, no? And then, we have here y squared plus 4y. Then, yung negative 3 magiging positive 3. Transpose na natin yan. So, this one, complete the square. x squared plus 2x. So, divide 2, yung 2, magiging 1 times square. So, magiging 1 lang yan. Okay, then we have here y squared plus 4y. Yung 4 divide 2, magiging 2. Then, square niyan is 4 din. Okay, is equivalent to 3. Then, you add 1 kasi nag-add ka ng 1 dito. And then, you add also 4 kasi nag-add ka din ng 4 dito. So, ito, factor out natin yan or i-factor natin, that is x plus 1 square plus ito y plus 2 square. Okay, and that is equivalent to 3 plus 4 3 plus 1 plus 4, that is 8. So ano yung center dito, guys? Center. Anong center dito? Coordinate ng center. Sige daw. Hello.
1 and 2, sir.
Negative 1, negative.
Negative 1.
Okay, negative 1, negative 2. That's correct, no? Okay, for circle number 2, so we have here x squared minus 8x. So, ano natin yan, i-group. Then we have here y squared minus 6y. Okay? And then ito, magiging negative 7. So, ito, x squared. Sorry, medyo lag ang akong na-delay ang 8x. Ito, magiging 8, negative 8 over 2, that is negative 4. Correct? Negative 4 square, that is positive 16. Plus, ito, y squared minus 6y. Negative 6 divide 2, that is negative 3. Negative 3 square, that is positive 9. So, ito, negative 7, you add again, positive 16 and positive 9. So, ito, magiging equivalent to x minus 4, okay, square, plus y minus 3 square. Okay, paano natin nakuha yung 4, guys? Yung negative 8 divide 2, yan yun, value dito. Yung negative 6 divide 2, yan yung value dito. Okay, that is equivalent to negative 7 plus 16, that is positive 9, plus 9, that is 18. So, ano yung center dito, guys?
Positive 4.
Positive 4, positive 3. Okay,
Positive.
yung question is, yes, that's correct, 4, 3. Yung question is the distance between the centers. So, you will just be using the distance formula, guys. So, that is x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. Okay? So, distance would be equal to, so, kahit ano lang dito yung point 1 at point 2 nyo. So, this is center 2, this is center 1. So, ito na lang magiging point 2 natin. So, that is your x would be 4 minus negative 1 square plus, okay, y sub 2, 3 minus negative 2 as our y sub 1 square. Okay? Kindly give me the value, Dobby. So, this one will be 5 square plus 5 square root of 50. Sorry. Sige daw, everyone. 4 plus 1 square plus, okay, 3 plus 2 square. So, that is 25 square root of 50. Or that is 7.07. Or that is, again, 5 square root of 2 or 7.07 units. Same ba? Same ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, same. Okay, thank you. So, for our last problem, no? Okay, we still have less than 15 minutes na lang. So, after 4:30 kasi ma-out din tayo diretso. Do not worry, I will just upload this one right away, no? And then, yung assignment niyo, yung exercises na lang. Then, solutions for those exercises will also be uploaded na lang din after you have able to submit your assignment solution para mastudihan din ninyo. Okay? So, last problem for the day. Center of a circle is at 1, 1. And one point on its circumference is nasa negative 1, 3. Find the other end of the diameter through negative 1 over 3. So, let's draw, no? Let's draw. So, let's draw a, what do you call this one? A coordinate axis. So, we have here our y-axis, and then we have here our x-axis. So, this is your y, this is your x. So, let's just assume this is 1, this is also 1. So, yan yung center natin, guys. Okay. Sabi dito, yung center is at 1, 1. Okay? And then, one point on its circumference. So, for example, meron tayong circle dito. yung 1 point niya daw sa along the circumference is nasa negative 1, 3 daw. So, let's say this is negative 1. And then, 1, 2, 3. So, nandito daw yung isa sa mga, isa sa mga, yung circle niya, isa sa mga points nandito daw. So, if we will be drawing a circle, okay, matatouch niya ito, no? So, yung circumference, so most likely, ito yun. Ito yung magiging circle natin. Although, dili siya perfect. So, ito yung negative 1, 3, and then this is the center, no? So, ano sabi dito is find the other end of the diameter. Di ba yung diameter ng circle is, for example, this is your center. That is the line passing through the center, no? That is the opposite, no? Opposite nito. So, if this is negative 3, 3, negative 1, 3, that is the other end of our diameter. And we have here our center at 1, 1. So, yung kukunin natin na distance would be, na coordinate would be at this coordinate. Ano yung coordinate dito? X, y. Yan yung kailangan natin. Ito. Now, if you have remembered yung division of line or extension of line, the same thing lang sila. If this is radius, this is also radius, no? So, we will just be equating. Okay, equating. Una, equate natin tong radius na to or distance between this one by this one. Let us say radius nitong first segment ito, okay, and radius ng itong segment na to. So basically we will just be taking the ratio ng similar ng division of line if you have remembered that one. So ito, yung R, ito, yung first nito over the second R nito. So gawin natin, or pwede din gawin natin guys, division of line, ito. R, ito, and then the totality, ito. Okay? So, pwede natin gawin is, ang distance nito, this is R, no? This is R over the totality, that is 2R. Correct ba? Itong R, yung small portion, at saka yung totality, ito. Yung twice of the R. So, twice of the R. So, unahin natin kunin yung X. So, ito na lang gawin natin yung, itong X natin, no? Ito yung X. So, una, so that is negative 1. Itong unang X, ito guys. So, that is negative 1. Okay, minus this one. Minus 1. Okay. So, next is negative 1. Ito din. So, unahin natin to. And then, ang hinahanap natin is itong X. So, that is negative X. So, itong yung R, makancel yan. So, that is 1 half is equivalent to negative 2 over negative 1 minus x. So, cross-multiply natin, negative 1 minus x is equivalent to negative 4. And then, ito, transpose natin. Ito, transpose sa kabila. Therefore, your x would be equivalent to negative 1 plus 4, and that is equivalent to 3. Nakuha ba ninyo? That is the value of our x. Now, same thing. So, same thing pa rin. Yung r over 2r pa rin natin ang gagamitin natin. But this time, yung y naman. So, 3, yung unang y, 3, minus y din dito, that is negative, minus 1, okay? And then, 3 pa rin, then minus yung y na pinapahanap dito. So, cancel pa rin yung r, so that is 1 half, is equivalent to 3 minus 1, which is 2, and then 3 minus y. Okay? Then, cross-multiply natin, magiging 3 minus y yan, and then this is equivalent to 4.
Negative yan.
So, that is y is equivalent lang sa negative 1. So, therefore, yung opposite direction pala, o yung opposite pala ng coordinate for the diameter would be equal to what? This is 3, negative 1. So, basically, this is your answer for this problem. So, find the other end of the diameter through negative 1, 3. So, this is your answer, 3, negative, 1. Okay. 3, negative 1. Okay? So basically, we are just applying nung division of line or extension of line.